You have the perfect admission letter. You have the tuition fee sitting right in your bank account. But if you say one wrong sentence during your visa interview, none of that matters. Your visa will be rejected. In 2026, visa officers around the US and Europe continent are stricter than ever. They are looking for specific red flags. Those answers that seem so innocent to you, but to them it screams that you are an illegal immigrant. In this video, I will be sharing with you those common innocent mistakes that students make that gets their visa rejected. And I will be showing you exactly what to say and get your visa stamped. If you are seeing my video for the very first time, my name is Kingsley Okorie, and what I do on this channel is I help you move and study abroad smarter, saving money, avoiding mistakes, and sharing my real life experiences. So please subscribe to the channel, like my videos, and share with your family and friends because I drop real updates like this every week. Now, let's dive right into the video. One of the very first mistakes that I've seen over time that students make during their visa interview is the work trap. The visa officer will ask you, why did you choose the country? Most students will innocently say, because there are a lot of job opportunities in that country and they want to work in that country after they graduate. I know this is an honest response that most people will want to genuinely say for them to sound honest. Stop! You just told them you have immigrant intent. Even if post-study work is legal, it cannot be your primary motivation. What you want to do instead is to focus strictly on your academic intentions. You say stuff like, I chose this country because, now you mentioned the university name. I chose this country because the name of the university that you are applying for offers specific module. You mention a particular subject or a particular field of interest in that course that you are applying for, and it is not available in your country. This education is critical for my career goals. Now you see that you have shifted the focus away from work or whatever benefits that you will get, and you are focusing on the available benefits of the academics that the country is offering you, and it is not in your own country back home. You see that you have shifted the focus away from the benefits, that is the job and whatever, to the academic benefits that is not available in your own country. The next thing that I've also observed, which is the second thing in this video, is about the vague sponsorship. I know sponsorship is a very huge part of your visa application, and it is also one of the things that they look at. Sometimes you may have your uncle or a very close relation sponsoring you, but when the visa officer asks about your finances, do not just give them the vague response that my uncle is sponsoring me. No, don't stop there, because to a visa officer, an uncle is not an immediate relative. And they want to assume that this person at some point will stop paying your tuition fee. You need to be specific. You want to say stuff like, my tuition and my living expenses will be fully covered by my uncle. Then you include his name. By my uncle, Mr. Kunle, Mr. Badmos, Mr. Emeka, or Mr. Thomas. He has committed to this because he is my mentor, or he has been my guardian, or because he has no child, or he has been my mentor. So this way, it is very elaborate than just saying my uncle is sponsoring me. You need to include more details, whatever explanation that you feel works best surrounding your situation. Now you can go further to say, here is the attached bank statement, his affidavit of support, and proof of his employment that he can afford this investment, because it's an investment that is investing in you. So you need to show the proof that he is capable of sponsoring you all through the program. At that point is where you present your bank statement, you present the sponsorship letter, and any other supporting documents that can prove that he is capable. You attach it to it. You need to prove that the money is real and that the relationship is real, not just real, but solid. The third mistake is the robot answer. I see this during mock interviews all the time. You sound like you are reading a script. The visa officer goes and says, "Tell me about yourself." And the next thing you say is that, "I am hardworking and I am seeking excellence." How? Let's say I am the one seeking something from you and you asked me a question. How does this sound convincing to you? I understand that we prep for these things, but let us not stick to those things that we write down. You need to be very expressive. If you sound like a robot, like your ChatGTP, they will suspect that you are hiding something. See, officers are trained to spot coached answers. They know when someone tells you what to say and when you are playing by the script. In 2026, the scope of the things that they tend to ignore nowadays is very small. They notice everything. So you want to avoid vague responses. You have to be very expressive and make sure that what you are saying is in detail and very convincing. At the same time, do not say too much than you are expected to, because the situation with visa interviews is always like whatever you say will be used against you. So you need to be very mindful of what you say, but you need to make it meaningful, detailed, and convincing. Speak naturally. It's okay to pause. It is okay to smile. Don't treat it like it's an interrogation. No, treat it like it's a conversation, that you are having a conversation with your normal guy. If you don't understand anything, ask them again to repeat it, so that you don't provide what you don't know or the wrong answer to them. At the same time, it even helps you to process questions. If you don't know the answer or you want to think again, say sorry. Let them come again with your question that you did not hear properly. Then they repeat the question. By the time they repeat it, you as smart person, it has given you room to think properly. Now, the fourth mistake that I have noticed among students over time, I know this could be very tricky, but at the same time, it's a very important one that you also need to be very, very careful about, is the issue of ties. You having a strong thing or a strong reason for you to go back to your country. From my experience, from what I have seen, this is the number one reason for most visa rejections under section 214 for US visas, and it applies to Europe as well. If they ask, what are your plans, or what is your plan after graduation, and you hesitate or you say things like, we'll see what happens, that is a huge red flag. Do not try it. You must have a plan to exit the country. What you want to say is to connect your degree to a specific gap in your own country's job market. That way you are showing the relevance of the said degree that you are going to acquire and how you are going to pour it in the gap that is in your own country. You may want to say something like, after my graduation, I intend to travel. Then you put your home country. After my graduation, I intend to travel back to my home country to work as. Then you include a particular job title that is related to your degree in the growing financial sector, agricultural sector, any of the sectors still related to your degree. Now, let's say, after my graduation, I intend to go back to my home country to take a job as a farmer in the growing agricultural sector in my home country. Now you're seeing that you are connecting your degree as a farmer in the growing agricultural sector in your home country. You may even go further to say that companies like dash and dash, maybe some companies in your country, are really in need of expertise in the field of so, especially with a candidate that has European certification. You see how you are able to break down the very importance of your degree in the labor market of your own country. So now they are seeing it as you being somebody that has a keen eye for opportunity in connecting the gap in the market of your country with the relevant certificate or knowledge that you will acquire in their own country like this. You understand what I mean? You are coming, you get it, you are going back to pour it. That is the perfect way that you can structure your response so that they can see that you have a very strong tie going back home. Now, getting the visa is step one. But do you know the things that you need to put in place to survive at least your first month abroad? Check out this video. It will teach you the things that you need to prepare both mentally and physically that nobody tells you about to survive the first months abroad. And thank me later for showing you now. See you on the other side.